That's your mama's baby. Alright, you wanna get comfortable? You wanna get comfy? Huh? You gonna get comfy so we can crochet? What is it? What you gonna do? This is where Phoebe usually hangs out while I'm crocheting. Sometimes she gets gets her body to the back and then she lays her head on this. I think she just wants me some loving today. Mwah. My baby. Alright. Oh, hi, sleepy girl. Why don't you go eat your food, okay? Go eat your puppy food. No? What you want? Want some water? Alright, baby. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing great and wonderful and everything is just going great for you. Pull that up a little bit. See, I have a bar here with some of my stuff, and then at night I just hit this right here to turn that off. I think my speakers right here. I guess I could turn you a little bit. My speakers, my phone charger, and my throw. I have a electric blanket on my chair. I just have it spread out here, so that's my throw. And so I got Big Daddy to put this bar here for me, so you know, I could plug these things up. It's not things, well, the speakers stay plugged up, but I do turn them off at night. This doesn't stay plugged up, and then my phone charger, it does kind of stay here because I have other chargers in different places. Anyway, guys, it is Saturday. I hope you've all had a great day. I am crocheting on yet something else. I'm ping pong balling it, okay? Let's see if I can show you this without the hook in it. Here's the gills. Just trying to stretch them out there. Okay, that's the gills. It's an axolotl, and I didn't change the colors for my gills because I thought about it, but then this is really stiff yarn that I'm using, and if I change the colors, those gills were going to be super floppy. So what I'm going to do is go back after I get it made, and I've tested this already, and I think it's going to be cute. I had some some Bernat Peep Squeak that obviously I got at Walmart for $1 one time. And so I'm going to take this. I'll show you what it looks like. And after I get this done, and then I'm going to single crochet it with a smaller hook around the gills. So I think it will look cute. If it don't, I'll pull it out. I don't have to have it. So I'm gonna crochet on this. Like I said, it was Saturday here today. I hope you had a lovely Saturday. We ended up, well, Big Daddy worked, and then he come and picked me up, and we went out to eat with Dakota and his friend Carlton for Big Daddy's birthday. So his birthday was last weekend, but you know, people's schedules don't always match up. You know, sometimes our schedules don't match up with birthdays. So we just went out and ate for Big Daddy's birthday tonight. And so Dakota made him a cake. I'm going to put in some pictures right after this clip so you can see Big Daddy's cake that Dakota made him. It's apple spice cake. I did taste a little bit of it. I didn't eat like much of it because I didn't want to push it. And so I just tasted it, and it tastes so good. It did have a very good taste to it. And it had pieces of cooked apple in it. And oh, that Dakota, he knows how to flavor up a cake. Let me just tell you, that was some good stuff. So anyway, we had great conversation and just enjoyed our night so much. Now, I got Big Daddy, I'll tell you about the restaurant thing in just a minute, but I got Big Daddy a watch for his birthday. It's a pretty watch. He loves it. And so I don't have it with me to show, but next time he's on and we do a video together, I'll say, hey, hold up your wrist and show him your watch. So he can do that later. But let me count 5. Let me see if I can count to 5 real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to where when I'm crocheting and I need to do so many and then an increase, I'll count out that 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll put my stitch marker in the one that I need to do the increase in. So I do my 5, take the stitch marker out and do my increase. 1, 2, 3. I think I got too many. Wait a minute. I can't tell. My lighting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got the right number. Okay. I can't see so great right here. I'm used to crocheting up closer to my desk under my light where I can actually see a little bit better. Big Daddy had originally picked Trout's restaurant that's on the river, and I was thinking we might sit out on the balcony and eat watching the Ouachita River, but we got there and it was Saturday night, so I don't know why Big Daddy didn't think it was going to be crowded, but of course there was a lot of people there because it's Saturday night. And the line to the restaurant was hanging out the door. Big Daddy said, no, we're not waiting. So I called Dakota. I said, hey, are y'all here yet? And he said, no, but we're on our way. And I said, well, Big Daddy don't want to eat here. Too many people. They're hanging out the door. So Dakota was trying to think of where to go. And Big Daddy, he did not want to pick. I don't know why. But Dakota was just naming off some places. And we ended up going to Fontenay's. Fontenay's, yeah, and then and it was really good. I did get a fish dinner because sometimes I can eat some fish if it's very soft and flaky, like catfish. If it's super just flaky and soft and just flakes up into nothing in your mouth, I can sometimes get that down, but not always. But I was lucky. I didn't eat it much because I didn't want to push it. And last time we went out to eat with Carlton, I ended up in the bathroom throwing up the whole night. And so I didn't want a repeat of that. So I just kind of pretended to eat. I mean, I did eat a piece, but I just kind of, you know, pretended I was full and I didn't want to push it. And so I ate some of it, though. I did. And I brought some home. I brought a lot home, so I can try to eat another piece tomorrow or something. But anyway, let's see. Big Daddy got alligator. I got catfish. Carlton got shrimp. And Dakota got eggplant. And so everybody seemed to like it. Everybody said theirs was good, so that is great. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed conversation and just hanging out, and you know, it's fun hanging out with your family, right? And I don't forgot what I was on here. I think that was a... Wait, let me look at the directions one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it worked out right. I thought I had messed up, but I didn't. But anyway, we enjoyed it, or I did. Like everybody else seemed to have. And then Dakota made Big Daddy that cake. Apple spice. Did I say that already? I don't know. Y'all, my memory is shot. I'm really worried about my mind now. Let me just tell y'all, when I started crocheting on this is a paid for pattern. I'll tell you who it's by. I got it off of Etsy. It's an axolotl, and let me see, it is by Sunny Plush, SUNIPLUSH, Sonoso Axolotl Pattern. Okay, so when I got that today and I started looking at the pattern, I was kind of reading over the first little section of it to see, you know, how it worked up and if it told you where to put the gills and all that kind of stuff, you know, and, you know, just how it worked. And I was like, oh, okay, great. It tells you exactly where to put the gills. That is awesome. And then, so I went back up and started to crochet the pattern. So it had like R1, the next line down said R2, the next line said R3, and then it was like gill 1, gill 2, and gill 3. And I was just like, what does the R mean? What's that R stand for? What's the R? And I'm looking at my pattern as I said that. And I was just like, R, what is R? I was like, I don't know what that R stands for. So I went on and was crocheting the pattern, and then I was like, okay, now row 3. R stands for row. What in the world is happening to me? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like, am I losing my mind or what? And I text that to my friend Ava. I said, I think I'm losing my mind. I told her what I just did. Because that is crazy that I didn't know what R stood for. Do y'all ever have those moments where you just like blank out? And, you know, it's simple. R stands for row, dummy. I don't know. Duh, that's so funny. Anyway. After we left the restaurant tonight, me and Big Daddy ran to Walmart because he needed some lunch meat for lunches and stuff. We were out and he had to eat oatmeal for lunch a couple of days this past week. I think Wednesday and Thursday he had to eat oatmeal for lunch, and he's like me, he don't like oatmeal. But we eat it, but we don't like it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a stitch marker. Okay, and so we went and got him some lunch meat and some fresh bread, and a couple of things like that, you know, some coffee creamer, a gallon of milk, just a few things. We didn't get much. I mean, we didn't even get anything to like for him to make any kind of meals with or anything. We just got a couple of things that tide us over through the weekend and Monday, and then maybe Tuesday or Wednesday we could actually, you know, get groceries. I could order some Monday probably from Walmart and have those delivered, but you know, they don't deliver everything. That's so crazy. I still haven't figured that out. But when we come home, after Walmart, I want to show you something Big Daddy got me at Walmart. I'm a little bit spoiled, okay? I'm a little bit spoiled. And I just did get a payment for some promo work I had done. And so with that, Big Daddy said, put that into your channel, buy you some yarn, and That's what I did, but I didn't spend it all. And so Big Daddy said, I saw these in Walmart. I had told y'all a few videos back to go look up that bear on Amazon. And so I was trying to think of, okay, I'm going to make that. Because it was $19 and I wasn't going to spend $19 on a little bitty plushie. So, and then I even looked up teeth and put some teeth on my Amazon wish list because I was going to go back and look at them later and probably order them. But Judy beat me to it and she went on my Amazon wish list and sent me these teeth I had stuck on there. Too funny. So I am going to make some adorable creatures with their teeth. And so anyway, I had told y'all to go look at that bear on Amazon. I think it's called Funny Ugly Bear or something like that. You can look that up. Well, we was in Walmart. We're walking down the center aisle and I said, they got Fugglers. And Big Daddy's like, what? I said, they got Fugglers. And I just ran as fast as I could as if my baby had just fell in the swimming pool. Let me stick this back in the box so y'all can see how cute these dang Fugglers are. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, when I saw the one on Amazon, I went on and on about how cute it was. Big Daddy said, that makes me rethink all the times you told me how cute I was or I was handsome or sexy. It makes me rethink that all this time. Y'all ready? Y'all, look at that. Isn't that adorable? Yes, it's adorable. You don't have to say it's weird. You know me. The weirder, the better, okay? I just love this. I love it. I love it. We look alike, don't we? We could be twins. So I was looking at them and I said, I guess I'll get this one because it's my favorite color. And I like that he had the little slits on the eyes. And so I was just looking at them. And then I was looking at the other ones. And Big Daddy said, go ahead and get you 2 of them. Because at Walmart, they were only 7 something, okay? Yeah, 7 something. And I'm going to open this back up so you can see how cute he is. Because you can't see how cute he is in that box. Okay. He has on rubber ducky underwear. And he's just a little creature. And it says Fugglers. The only thing I wish is that they had names. Like, you know, just some cute, funny names. It'd probably be something better than I could come up with. But, so I got him. And then I couldn't decide which one to get. And I ended up with this one. They had so many to choose from. I'm just sticking this back in the same box so you can just see how cute he is. And I'll show you something about him in a minute. But anyway, I got this one because he's fuzzy. They had another fuzzy one that if they have next time I go, I might get. It was a tie-dye fuzzy one. Anyway, it's so cute. Ain't it cute? And he has on orange and yellow underwear. It looks to have like flowers and leaves. Maybe it's Hawaiian or something. I don't know. But he needs a good name too. Or she. I don't know if they're males or females. They all just have on underwear. And that's all. It says Fuggler on their underwear. And on their tag. Okay. And then I couldn't decide. And Big Day said, just get all 3 of them and let's go. I know that trick. Stand there long enough and he's going to say, get them all so we can go. I liked this one because he was missing a tooth, okay? Now, he doesn't have long arms. He just has that. And he has on tie-dye underwear. So, anyway, I ended up getting one with all the eyes showing. So, that's cute. And missing one tooth. Y'all know me, the weirder, the better. If you're going to be a weirdo, be the best weirdo you can be, okay? And then I picked this one because he was fuzzy and he had button eyes. And he's got all those teeth, all those chompers in there. Let's see, does his mouth open any? I don't want to. Not really. His mouth doesn't open. But he had button eyes and they're different sizes. So that's cool, right? Okay. And then this one, his eyes were slits. They're like the circle eyes, but they have a piece of felt over them and they're slit. Now, I chose him over the tie-dye one because he's yellow and he is yellow is my favorite color. But the tie-dye one had, I like the eyes on it better now that I think about it. So I may go back and get him. Big Daddy won't care as long as he don't have to stand there. Or if I order some groceries, I'll put him on my order if they deliver him. So I got 3 new babies because I'm spoiled. Big Daddy is like, just get all 3 of them. Let's go. Which one's your favorite? Orange, white, or yellow? I like the one missing a tooth, but I also like all his teeth. And I also like him because he's yellow and his eyes. They have so many different ones. They have purple, black, green, blue. I don't know. They have all kinds of colors. I'll throw in some photos. So these are my babies. They need names. He needs a name. With his tie-dye, I don't know if they're male or female. What do y'all think? Are they males or females? Are they just its? That's fine with me too. So he needs a name, or it needs a name. It needs a name. Jody said this one's his favorite because it reminds him of Yeti. And then this one needs a name with his rubber ducky underwear on. Aren't those cute? Yeah, we were so silly. And so I put them in the buggy. And they were in their boxes, but I set them all up in the front, and I just kept looking at them and talking about them, and we went on and got groceries, what we needed, and by the time we got to the front, Big Daddy said, I said, I love these. He said, I can tell. So he knows he made me happy, which I bought them with my money that I made, but still. I had done promo work, and it bought yarn, and it bought some Fugglers, and I still have some left over. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. I just love them. I'm gonna make some, okay? I'm gonna make some, and I'm gonna leave their mouth open because I've crocheted things with the mouth open before, and you know, the inside of the mouth there. I'm gonna crochet like that again and make like some monster type thing. I don't know what it'll be, and glue teeth in there. Okay, I know some of you think I'm crazy, and that's okay because I might be. I've never been committed, but you know, my life ain't over yet. I just love these, and I know they're not for everybody. But I'm gonna have these in here at my desk, because how can anybody sit here and look at these around your desk and not laugh your butt off? How could I sit here and be sad or, you know, not in a good mood when I'm looking at this, right? So when I make some, I'm going to use some of them. I'm going to put eyes. Some of them I'll probably put buttons. And some of them I might just cut stuff out of felt and put on there and make eyes. I just love them. I love them. Like, I don't know what this is supposed to be, because it doesn't have arms. So I don't know. It really, and then it has like these humps here. So I don't know. I mean, it's not supposed to be an animal. It's just a shape. But I don't know what to think he is. So y'all give me some ideas of what you guys think. And you can tell, like, these look like they were handmade by a 3-year-old, okay? So if a 3-year-old can make these, surely I can. I can crochet something up, a shape. And, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to crochet a shape and make my own Fugglers. I got to come up with a name for them. I don't know. I got to come up with a name for them. There might be Mugglers. Alright, guys, I know. But I just love that. How he's missing a tooth. And, yeah. That is so awesome. And then I just got those teeth in the mail. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to make some. But, I got to look at them again and see. And then I go to Walmart. And they have Fugglers. Now, the teddy bear that I think I had told y'all to look up before, and I think it's called Funny Ugly Bear or something like that. It wasn't a Fuggler. And I think on that same one, you might could click on some other boxes to see different ones. And there was a blue one like this. Anyway, and then there was a lime green bat one that was actually sold out. But, y'all, I just love these. I love them. I love all weird stuff. I'm just drawn to weird things. And that bothers Big Daddy. Like, he's like, what's weird about me? And I'm like, what's not weird about you? Oh, it's so cute. I love him. I love him. He's got hair all up in his mouth. Alright, guys. I just thought I'd throw together a little video and share that with y'all, because, yeah, I was cracking up over it. It was just too hilarious for me. And then when we got up to check out, one of the ladies that works there, she said, what is that? And I said, they're Fugglers. And she said, we sell those? I said, yeah, they're right back there. And she said, oh my gosh. I said, isn't it cute? And she looked at me. She said, she'll think they're cute. And she's pointing over to some girl. She'll think they're cute because she likes weird. And she said the S-H-I-T word. And I was cracking up. I was laughing. And so she's like, come look at this. And that girl come look. She's like, where are these at? And I told her where they were. And she's like, I gotta go get me one. And yeah, and the other lady was just like, I knew she'd like them because she likes weird. And I was, me too. I said, the weirder the better. You know, if you're gonna be a weirdo, be the best weirdo you can be, okay? Oh man, I finished a project, but I'm not going to show it to you yet. And I've almost finished another project, and the reason why I didn't finish it yet, because I got to walk back there and get the yardstick. I got to get the yardstick to help me finish it. So I just laid it down instead of going back there and getting that, and started this axolotl. I think he'll be cute. And oh, this is made with the Eco tie-dye yarn. This has been discontinued, this yarn, but they do have twin tonal or tonal twins at Michael's. My Michael's has this colorway. I mean, I don't know if it's the same name, but it looks the same. This one is actually called Pastel Peace. Pastel Peace. And this is how it's working up. I think that's pretty. I think that'll be a pretty axolotl. And so anyway, the tonal, is it twin tonals, tonal twins? It may not be even twins on there, but it's tonal something. Twisted tonals, that's the name of it. I had to see it in my mind before I could say it. Twisted tonals. They do have this colorway here, or it looks exactly like it to me. But I have 4 of these in my yarn room because I got these for $3 each whenever they discontinued this brand, Eco Tie-Dye. I had got those for $4 a piece at that time. And so I think if my math is correct, I'm going to use about 1.5 of these, probably 1 on the body, and then I'm going to get another one out and do the legs on it. And I'm not doing the legs that's on the pattern because I don't like them. I'm going to do different legs. And so it's going to take a little more yarn. The pattern says it would use about 87 yards. This is 82, so I would need 5 more yards from another skein. But since I'm doing different legs, I'll need a little bit more yarn for my legs to finish it off. So I thought if I used, and I have, then I would have 2 more of these. So I might could make 2 more axolotls and use that 4th skein as pieces for, you know, to do the legs and the little extra 5 yards, right? Yeah. So I might could end up making 3 of these. Not all right now, in the future. I would get bored out of my mind if I just made axolotl after axolotl after axolotl. So I am just, you know, thinking about future projects and things that if I do a craft fair where I put things in a fair to sell, you know, like a market type thing. If I was to do that, I want to have, you know, a good inventory. And to do those marketplaces, I do know a few things because I used to have very successful flea market booths. And so when you have a flea market booth in a store, you need to have enough merchandise in your store that adds up to your booth rent. And then you need to have a ton more merchandise that you could actually sell to make money. So I've had booths of all different prices. Started out with a $30 booth, and I was making a lot of money out of that $30 booth. And so the owner of the store said, "Hey, you want a bigger booth?" I said, "I sure do," because I had a lot of things at home that I needed to put in a booth. So I ended up with a $150 booth in this man's store, which that $150 sounds like a lot to pay for a booth, but people were shopping in that booth 5 days a week, all day long, and I was making my booth rent plus a nice check. Yes. And then later on, he opened up another store in another town, which was a good ways away. And I put a booth in there. I drove all the way up there, me and my kids. We built the booth, set a booth up in there, filled it with junk. And my booth rent in that store, I think, was about 40. I think it was 40 in that store. It was a much smaller booth. The $150 booth I had at that time was a whole room. It was a very good size room, and I just had to leave a trail down the middle of when you come in this door and turn and go out that door. I just had to leave a trail in the middle for people to walk by, and that room was packed out to the max. And then so I had a pretty large booth. I had a $40 booth at the second store he opened up. I ended up renting the booth space next to it and expanded my booth. And I was making really good for that. And my kids made money too. They would buy things with their own money, price it, and put it in the booth. And then we kept up with how much they made, and they would get their money back, and they could spend a portion of their money back into stuff to sell in their booth, and then they had money and spending money and stuff. So, and that I used that as part of my kids' math curriculum too. I mean, they had a math curriculum, but I used that for real life math. You know, like, okay, figure up how much if you buy, well, like was at a yard sale or somewhere, Goodwill or wherever. I would say, you know, and they'd say, oh, I'm gonna get this to put in the booth, and I'd say, well, figure up how much you could make, you know, you could actually sell that for, deduct your booth rent, because we all had to pay a percentage of the booth rent, and see how much your profit would be. And so they would do that, and they say, yeah, it's a good buy, or sometimes, you know, they'd be like, do you think it's a good buy? I'm like, well, I personally wouldn't purchase it, because I would only purchase things that I could triple my money on. If I bought it, you know, for $1, I wanted to make sure I was going to be able to sell it for way more than that, you know. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, and for market booths, you know, when you like do a craft show booth, you want to have enough merchandise in there that covers your table rent, your booth rent. Usually it's like a 10 by 10 booth. You want to cover your booth rent, plus you want enough merchandise in there to add up to what you want to make that day. Then, okay, on top of that, you want to have way more than that, because chances are you're not going to sell out. Chances are you're only going to sell a percentage of what you have in your booth. So you need to figure out how much you're putting in your booth, how much is that is covering booth rent, and what does the rest total. So, and if you made a percentage of that, what are you likely to make? You know, you set goals of how much you want to make, but you take way more than that, because you're not going to sell every item you take, most likely. Some people might get lucky. But anyway, so I didn't mean to get off on all that. Good grief. But that's just some tips. But anyway, I plan to make, you know, a lot of plushies and different things like that. The only thing about these is it does look a little twisted, but see how you make the mouth, I mean not the mouth, but you make this and then you're going in the round, and so it does look a little twisty, but I think it'll look okay once it's stuffed. And it's a plushie, you know, it's just a plushie. And Big Daddy did help me kind of square it up a while ago, but now that I've been crocheting with it, it's kind of come unsquared, and he made sure, and he put the eyes on for me and made sure they were even, because your rounds are kind of, they look crooked as you're swirling. Anyway, so yeah, what's your guys' plans for Sunday? Because I think this video is coming out Sunday morning. So what's your plans? I got a clean house, okay? I barely did anything yesterday. Big Daddy will be getting up and going to work bright and early, because he has a lot of work to do. Bless his heart. Y'all say a prayer for him, especially for Monday, because that is the day that the Clark people will be coming to go over all the paperwork and decide if they get certified or not. Because they could get certified, they could get a huge fine, And I'm talking, these people throw out fines like $500,000, you know? That's not like some pocket change. It's not like, you know, $1,000 or something. It's 500,000, okay? And, or they could get shut down. They could get shut down if they're not in compliance with everything. So, yeah, it is a big deal. There's a lot of pressure riding on his shoulders right now. And he's trying to go through and make sure all the nurses have done their notes correctly, all the counselors have done their stuff correctly, and of course nobody has. Everybody wants to take shortcuts and do things their own way instead of the way he says it has to be done. So now he does this all year long, but this one is a big deal because this one they will actually get shut down. Now all the health companies, AmeriHealth, I'm just trying to think of ones that he calls out sometimes. All the health companies, they send him audits all the time too. And he has to, you know, get these people's files, make sure they're tip-top shape or whatever. And these people go through it. They find things they don't like and they fine them. They send them ridiculous fines. But if they don't redo it and get everything and pass those little inspections throughout the whole year, then that insurance company won't cover for people with that insurance to come to that treatment center. So it's all a big deal. It's a stressful job. Like, and I hate paperwork. I hate tedious work. I avoid that stuff like the plague. So I don't know how he does it, because I wouldn't last a couple of days at that job, and I'd be like, I would take a stack of papers and go, woo! I just can't do all that tedious type stuff. So anyway, he's doing it. I wouldn't say he loves doing that part. He loves working at this facility. He loves his job, but it is a lot of work like that's not, you know, his favorite. But he likes the people. He likes working with people. Although he doesn't work with patients so much anymore, he does try to go out in the community and talk with, you know, different ones and encourage them and things like that. And sometimes patients do get sent to his office if they need to file grievances about something. He's the person they go and do that with. Or if there's issues, he's the person that has to deal with them and decide whether to kick them out or give them another chance, or if they push their limit or whatever. He's the one that decides whether they need the sheriff's department called on them or if they can just leave on their own or whatever, you know. It depends on their situation and stuff. So he does like helping people and encouraging people and just, you know, giving them support in whatever way he can. So he does like that part. He used to be a nurse tech in the nurses station, and he had more one-on-one with patients at that time. But anyway, yeah, keep him in your prayers, okay? Because he's gonna need it. My man gonna need some prayers come Monday morning. And right now, he said the patients are like going crazy, fighting. They've snuck drugs in, and there's just a lot of things going on right now and it's stupid stuff too that people are just being petty about. I'm talking patients. And one lady's just filing grievance after grievance after grievance over, you know, stuff she's just making up, and he has to sit there and do that instead of doing his job. He's got to sit and listen to her stuff and file this paperwork with her and all this stuff, you know. But anyway, I forgot I was going somewhere with that, but I forgot what I was saying. Oh goodness. Oh, one time here a little while back, a guy got mad at Jody. Oh, Jody told him he wasn't dressed appropriately. He needed to go change clothes. And the guy said that's all he brought with him. He said, then you better get in there and get on the phone with somebody to bring you some appropriate clothes. And Jody just went on. That guy went to the administrator and said he needed to file grievances, because they must talk about that a lot up there. That if you don't like something, you can file grievances. He said he needed to file grievances against Jody, and he needed to know how to do that. And she said, well, you go to Jody's office, knock on the door, and tell him you need to file grievances against him, because he's the person that takes your complaints. And the guy's just like, oh, he decided not to do it. That's funny though. And so the administrator, she called Jody and she said, hey, did so and so come file grievances against you? And he's like, no. She said, he wants to file grievances against you, and I told him you're the one that he needs to go see. Anyway, and people who have lived a drug life or an alcoholic life, they don't always think correctly. Sometimes they burn up brain cells, and they don't always think correctly, and some interesting things do happen. But Big Daddy has a heart for people who have, who are trying to get off drugs and trying to get off alcohol. He has a heart for those people, and he will help them in any way he can. He has done a lot of things for people that his job did not require him to do. Just trying to help people and talk to them and get them to stay with the program and stuff like that. He hates to see somebody just leave that they could have helped, But people's got to want to help. You can't help somebody that don't want help. And sometimes people are there because their family pulled up, put them out, dropped them off, and took off. They called ahead of time and got them in, got it approved, insurance approved, and got them a secured bed and all that kind of stuff. But those people don't want to be there, so they don't work the program, and they work against it, and they try to cause drama in the community and just try to cause as much trouble as they can because they don't want to be there. And then people who want to be there actually, work the program and are trying to better their life, And I've had family members on drugs. I have a niece that has been on drugs many a times. This last time she went to rehab, did her a world of good. She's been to rehabs before. Big Daddy has talked to her many, many times and tried to help her. We've just tried to help her all along and done things for her. You just can't help somebody who's not ready. But this last time she did seem to be ready, or I think she went against her will. I don't think she had a choice but to go. But she got clean, sober, off drugs, and was doing really, really good. Somehow or another she broke her probation. I'm not sure exactly what she did on that, but she did break a parole rule or whatever, and she's in jail. Unfortunately, she's going to be there 3 to 5 years. They said 5 years, or they said 3 years. I don't think she's actually had her court date. She's been in there a long time. Last Christmas? She went in before last Christmas, so she's been in there almost a year at least, over a year at least. And I don't know that she's ever had a court date. And she has a little girl who's like 6 years old, and she does get to talk to her little girl every day. But she can't have visitors, or I would have already went and visited her. But she was doing so good, and I hope that when she gets out of there, she will continue and do good, and buy her little girl and yeah, raise her little girl up. Her little girl is actually with Jessica's daddy and stepmom. This is my sister's daughter, and my sister was married to Jessica's daddy for I don't know, about 4 or 5 years maybe. No, not that long, because I got Jessica when she was 3. They were married about 3 years, maybe a little bit less, and then split up. And we ended up with Jessica. Me and Big Daddy had Jessica with us a few years, and then it was time for her to start school, and I let her go to my mom's to live so she could go to school over there. I didn't know anything about homeschooling then, and there wasn't good schools right here where we live, and so I let her go live over there. And she had a sister over there already at my mom's, so she went and lived with them and went to school. And but we have a bond with her, and even though she's nothing like me, she's just like my sister. The oldest niece is exactly like me. It's so weird how that worked out. She's exactly like me, and the youngest niece is exactly like her mom. And so anyway, my sister did end up getting her life straightened out, because she went off the deep end there for a little while too. And but she got her life straightened out and raised her kids, and ended up, she had grandkids, and she was the best grandma ever there could ever be on this earth. And anyway, I lost my sister in 2020, right when COVID started. I lost my sister. But anyway, I don't know how I got on all that. Just talking about Big Daddy's job, and that some people don't want help. And my niece never did until, she went to this last rehab. She actually worked the program. The thing is, though, when you work that program and you come out, you can't hang around the same people that you did when you did drugs and drank. You have to have totally new friends. You cannot go around those people. You have to write them off, no matter what, even if they were family or what. You just can't go back to that lifestyle. You have to surround yourself with people who, are not on drugs and not drinking. And so she was able to do that this past time. And that's what I said. I said she was doing so good. And I said, if she'll just stay away from this group of people and name their names, if she just stay away from them, I think she'll do good. And she was doing so good. And I don't know what she did to violate her parole. It's no telling. But she's serving her time. But there's lots of times that she should have went to jail and didn't. So she didn't ever learn her lesson. And hopefully this is helping her learn her lesson. I don't mean to sound mean about that, but sometimes you just have to, if somebody gets you off every time and you don't have to serve time or pay the price or whatever, you don't learn your lesson. So she is now. Bless her heart. So anyway, I don't know. I done talked about nothing all night long here. I didn't mean to just ramble about random stuff. And now I don't know what stitch I'm supposed to do next. So I think I'm going to crochet for a little while. And yeah, tomorrow, Sunday, is today. You're watching this on Sunday. But I'm recording it Saturday night. But Sunday, I have got to clean up and get my desk all cleaned off. Just get things put away. That's what it needs. Just things put away and then sweep. And yeah, I have a pile of stuff right here on my desk. Projects that need to be finished. So what I need to do is get a box. If it needs to be finished for the fair, put it in that box and set it right over here, so that this next week is, it's the week. Art Week is scarier than Shark Week. So I'm going to be finishing up these projects that just have a little bit that needs to be done to them. So that's what I gotta do tomorrow. I gotta get my desk cleaned off so I can work this next week. Yeah. I know Monday is Big Daddy's big day at work. Also, my art kids are coming down Monday afternoon when they get home from co-op. And Tuesday, I have a doctor's appointment. I'm trying to think what else I have going on. I don't know. Tuesday. And then, let me look at my calendar. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Not just for y'all, but just because I need to look at it. My screensaver on my computer is the calendar. And so I just need to look. Okay, we're not into October yet. We're still in September. Yay! I need a few more days in September, right? Yeah. October the 10th, I have my pump refill coming up. Yeah. And then I don't go back to Shreveport until November. After that, I think November, I can't remember, 8th maybe, for a pump increase of my morphine. And then December, I go to Shreveport twice because I have my infusion. I'll have that back-to-back infusion that makes me really sick. And I know some people say, well, why do you get the infusions if they make you so sick? Because my blood work shows on my last infusion I got, which was the 4th one, she said that my blood work was good. Like each time it's like worse, worse, worse. And when I got one at that time, was that back during the summer, like in June? Yeah. It had stopped going down, and she said, you know, that it showed the medication was working. My blood work did, and so that's great. Yes, yay! Too bad I've had a lot of other stuff going on. So in December, that'll be number 5 and 6 of this medication. This is a very potent medication. You get 2 infusions every 6 months. I've been on infusion before that wasn't that potent that I got every month, and it didn't really help me that much. Matter of fact, it made me start having strokes, and I ended up having like 5 strokes from that medication, which was Ballista. And after I got off of that, I stopped having strokes. So anyway, so I'll have that, my infusions in December. I'm not sure. They're both before Christmas, which is kind of a bummer because that means I'll kind of not feel well, because the medication does make you sick. Like, yeah, throwing up, chills, just diarrhea, sick as a dog. And look at my calendar. I can't remember when the second one is. Maybe like the 17th. So maybe by Christmas I'll start feeling better and won't be quite so, you know, sick from that. And I've still just been losing hair. The back of my hair is just so thin, and really, I don't know that y'all can tell that, but to pull it up in a ponytail, that's what I have. And I was brushing my hair the other day, and I brushed, and there was a big old wad of hair down the back of my head. There's not any hair. And every time I brush my hair, and I always clean my brush and get all the hair out and throw it away. And so when I come back and brush my hair, and it's like, oh my gosh. I'm not talking about a little bit of hair, I'm talking about wads. So yeah, my hair's gotten so thin, and I haven't cut it. This right here, you see how that is? It's doing it on its own. This right here used to be this long. Like my hair was all one length. Every strand on it was one length. And I started getting these infusions, and plus some of the medications I take. And see, that's why my hair is not short, because I have cowlicks all over my dang head. It's like when I was a baby, it's like my mama just held me out there and let cows lick all over my head. I don't know why it's called cow licks, but I do. I have cow licks all over my head, and that's why my hair looks better long rather than short. So anyway, and I have natural curly hair too, and when it's short, it just curls up a lot more, but when it's long, it stretches out. I don't know. And Big Daddy likes long hair, and I like my hair longer. I don't like short hair on myself. Some people look great with short hair, and it flatters their shape, their body shape, and their face. But I don't think short hair is flattering on me. But anyway, it's naturally doing whatever it's going to do because I haven't cut it, and it was all the same length, and now it is not the same length. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, it has been an hour. I'm so sorry. It's been an hour. I'm so sorry, guys. But if, maybe people who had to leave left already, and maybe the ones that are here is getting the good tea. Speaking of, I go fix me something to drink. I'm getting thirsty. So while this is uploading, I'm going to fix me something to drink and work on my axolotl and see how far I can get on that. But I'm going to let you all get going. And I really hope you have a wonderful day, a blessed day, and enjoy your day. Do something that brings you some joy and happiness. And you can probably tell I'm getting really tired. I've had 2 back-to-back big days. So I'm probably going to go ahead and just upload this to schedule to come out. And then Sunday, maybe I can just sleep. Hopefully the cat won't think I'm dead again and come wake me up. Sissy was coming to check on me, make sure I wasn't dead. Maybe I could sleep a little while tomorrow and then get up and do housework and clean off my desk and all that kind of stuff, and take it a little easy tomorrow. I need to get in the bed often tomorrow to get my legs up because they're swollen and my feet are super swollen. So that's one thing I need to focus on for tomorrow. So it's a good thing I'm doing this video tonight. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, friends.